Longevity has fascinated humanity since the earliest dawn of civilization. Across continents and centuries, people have whispered about hidden elixirs, sacred rituals, and divine blessings that allow some to live long, vibrant lives. But beneath the legends and mystery, a common thread weaves through every culture: the belief that the spirit, our inner life of purpose, connection, and reverence, shapes how long and how well we live. This story is not about quick fixes or miracle pills. It is about ancient wisdom that endures precisely because it nourishes the human soul as much as the body. Picture the Himalayan foothills at sunrise. The air is thin and ringing with quiet. Here, Buddhist monks have for centuries practiced pranayama, deep, measured breathing that harmonizes the nervous system and stills the mind. Modern science now confirms what these ascetics intuited. Slow, conscious breathing lowers blood pressure, calms stress hormones, and extends cellular life. Yet the monks speak less of science and more of presence, the art of being fully alive in every breath. When the mind rests, an elder monk explains, the body remembers how to heal. Travel thousands of miles west to the olive groves of Icaria, a Greek island where people often live well into their 90s and beyond. Elders there begin each day not with a rush but with a ritual of gratitude, a short prayer, a quiet moment to greet the morning sun. They share meals of wild greens and goat's milk, but they will tell you the true secret is kefi, a zest for life, a joy that flows from music, friendship, and faith. "We dance," laughs Giannis, age 97, "because the soul must be exercised as much as the legs." In the highlands of Ecuador, the indigenous Vilcabamba community has been called the Valley of Longevity. Their elders attribute long life not merely to clean mountain water or plant-rich diets, but to harmony with nature. At dusk, families gather to sing traditional songs that honor the earth. They believe that gratitude toward the natural world keeps the heart young and the mind untroubled. Modern researchers note their low rates of chronic disease, but the villagers simply say, "The mountain protects those who love her." Across the ocean, in the serene gardens of Japan's Okinawa prefecture, the word ikigai, reason for being, guides daily life. Centenarians here often rise before dawn to tend vegetable plots or to meet friends for tea. They carry an unhurried sense of purpose, whether caring for grandchildren or perfecting a craft. Scientists highlight the benefits of their diet rich in sweet potatoes and green tea, but Okinawan elders credit their longevity to Moai, tight-knit circles of lifelong friends who share not just meals but burdens. "When you belong," says 89-year-old Keiko, "your heart does not age." These places may seem far apart, yet their lessons converge. They teach that longevity is not merely biological, it is profoundly spiritual. To live long is to live in harmony with the breath, with the earth, with community, and with one's own sense of meaning. Ancient traditions remind us that the human spirit, when nurtured, can profoundly influence the body's destiny. The first key the elders offer is ritualized stillness. Whether it is morning meditation, evening prayer, or a walk at twilight, daily stillness allows the nervous system to reset. Neuroscience shows that consistent meditation can lengthen telomeres, the protective caps of our DNA linked to aging. Yet the true purpose, the elders insist, is to listen. "Silence," says a Taoist master in rural China, "is where the body hears the soul." The second key is communal belonging. From the Sardinian hills of Italy to the deserts of New Mexico, elders gather, around fires, in temples, beneath open skies. They share stories, music, and food. Research reveals that strong social ties reduce mortality as effectively as quitting smoking. But these gatherings are not about statistics. They are about love made visible, about hearts beating in rhythm. "We do not count years," a Sardinian grandmother says. "We count evenings spent together." Third is reverence for nature. Indigenous elders across the world describe the land as alive, a partner rather than a resource. They plant by moon cycles, sing to rivers, and thank the soil before each harvest. Scientists now recognize that time outdoors lowers inflammation and strengthens immunity. Yet the spiritual dimension runs deeper. By honoring the earth, we remember we are part of something vast and eternal. Fourth comes purposeful movement. In all these cultures, movement is woven into life. Okinawan grandmothers squat gracefully to tend gardens. Andean farmers walk steep paths daily. There are no gyms, no frantic workouts, just steady, intentional motion that keeps joints supple and hearts strong. The body, a Kenyan elder smiles, is a temple that loves to dance. Finally, for this opening chapter, there is gratitude as daily practice. Whether whispered in prayer or written in a journal, gratitude shifts the chemistry of the brain, elevating mood and resilience. Elders teach that thankfulness is not reserved for grand blessings. It is for the cup of tea, the shared laugh, the quiet sunset. Gratitude, says 90-year-old Maria of Icaria, is the song that keeps the soul awake. These ancient secrets are not relics of distant lands. They are invitations. They remind us that longevity begins in the spirit, in the daily choice to breathe deeply, to love fully, to honor life's mystery. The journey continues as we explore more wisdom from elders and sacred traditions around the globe, each offering another key to a life both long and luminous. Dawn in the Himalayas high. In the Himalayan foothills, a faint light spills over snow-dusted peaks. Monks gather in silence, sitting cross-legged as the chill air swirls. They close their eyes and begin pranayama, slow, measured breathing that steadies the heartbeat and invites serenity. For centuries, these mountain ascetics have taught that a quiet mind becomes a healing mind. Modern science now confirms what they sensed. Deliberate breathing lowers blood pressure, balances stress hormones, and lengthens telomeres, the protective caps on our DNA that help determine aging. But when you ask the elder monk why he practices, he smiles softly. Science is welcome, he says, but the reason is simpler. When the breath is at peace, the soul remembers who it is. The island of joy thousands of miles away in the blue Aegean Sea lies Icaria, a Greek island where the average life expectancy stretches toward a century. The people of Icaria wake slowly, often beginning the day with a quiet prayer and a small cup of mountain tea. They share midday meals of wild greens, beans, and olive oil, then dance late into the night with neighbors and friends. Ask them for the secret, and they speak of kefi, a zest for life. We dance because the soul must exercise too, laughs Yanis, who turned 97 this year. Medical researchers point to their Mediterranean diet and active routines, but Icarians themselves point to their friendships, their music, and the way they greet the morning sun with gratitude. The Valley of Longevity, in the Ecuadorian highlands, the Vilcabamba people live surrounded by towering green slopes and crystal water. Here, elders often see their 100th birthday without the chronic illnesses common elsewhere. Their explanation is disarmingly humble, harmony with nature. Each evening, families gather to sing old songs thanking the earth for another day. The mountain protects those who love her, says an elder woman, her eyes bright as the sky. Modern researchers measure minerals in the spring water and the antioxidant power of local fruits. Yet the people themselves know that something more subtle, respect for the land, gratitude for its gifts, keeps their hearts youthful. Okinawa's ikigai on the other side of the Pacific. The Okinawan concept of ikigai, a reason for being, guides daily life. Centenarians rise before dawn to tend small gardens or meet lifelong friends for tea. Their diet of vegetables, tofu, and sweet potatoes helps. But when asked for their real secret, they speak of moai, circles of friends who support each other for life. When you belong, says 89-year-old Keiko, your heart does not age. Scientists highlight their low stress and balanced nutrition. The elders highlight companionship and purpose. Common threads across the world, from Himalayan monasteries to Mediterranean islands, from Andean valleys to Japanese fishing villages. These diverse cultures echo the same message. True longevity is spiritual. It is built not only by nutrients or exercise, but by an inner architecture of peace, gratitude, and connection. The elders describe essential practices, keys handed down like heirlooms. Let us explore these ancient secrets, not as distant curiosities, but as living invitations for our own lives. The 15 ancient keys to a long and luminous life. Ritualized stillness. Morning meditation, evening prayer, a walk at twilight, daily stillness resets the nervous system. Neuroscience shows that consistent meditation lengthens telomeres and calms inflammation. Elders call it the moment the body hears the soul. Communal belonging. From Sardinia to New Mexico, elders gather in circles of friendship. Social ties reduce mortality rates as effectively as quitting smoking. But more than numbers, it is love made visible. We count evenings spent together, not years, says a Sardinian grandmother. Reverence for nature. Indigenous traditions treat the earth as alive, not a resource but a relative. Science agrees that time outdoors lowers stress and strengthens immunity. But spiritually, honoring the earth roots us in something eternal. Purposeful movement. Daily natural motion, gardening, walking, dancing, keeps the body supple and the heart strong. There is no frantic gym culture here, only the joyful rhythm of life in motion. Gratitude as a daily song. Gratitude elevates mood and resilience. Elders teach that thankfulness is not for rare blessings, but for the simple tea, the shared laugh, the quiet sunset. Lifelong curiosity, reading, storytelling, learning new skills, these sharpen the mind and keep neurons vibrant. The spirit that keeps asking questions never grows old. Acts of service. Helping others fosters meaning and lowers stress hormones. Whether mentoring youth or cooking for neighbors, service keeps the heart expansive. Ancestral connection. Remembering those who came before, through stories, altars, or family traditions, offers a sense of continuity that outlasts physical life. Sacred nutrition meals are rituals of respect. Elders bless their food, eat slowly, and favor whole, plant-rich ingredients. Eating becomes communion, not consumption. Tet. Rhythms of rest. Deep, unhurried sleep and restful afternoons restore the body. Many long-lived cultures embrace midday naps, letting circadian rhythms guide them. Forgiveness. Old resentments age us. Forgiveness frees energy, lightens the heart, and even lowers blood pressure. Elders laugh easily because they have learned to release. Celebration of beauty music, art, dance. Beauty nourishes the spirit. Festivals and communal singing keep joy alive. Intimacy with mystery prayer, contemplation, quiet awe. These invite the infinite into the everyday. Whether one names it God, spirit, or simply wonder, mystery refreshes the soul. Courage to simplify. Letting go of clutter, both physical and emotional, creates space for vitality. Many centenarians live simply, choosing experience over possessions. Daily presence. Perhaps the deepest secret, living fully in each moment. As a Taoist master once said, eternity is now, weaving the wisdom into modern life. The question is not whether we can relocate to a Greek island or Himalayan village. The question is, how do we bring these teachings into our cities, our apartments, our busy schedules? Start with one habit. Rise a little earlier to sit in silence. Share a meal with a neighbor. Walk among trees each weekend. Write 3 things you are grateful for each night. Each small act is a thread. Together they weave the fabric of a long and luminous life. Modern medicine extends lifespan, but these practices extend health span, the years lived with clarity, strength, and joy. They remind us that aging need not be a slow retreat. It can be a radiant unfolding. The elders across the world smile when asked for their ultimate secret. Love life, they answer in many languages. Love the dawn and the dusk. Love the breath and the heartbeat. Love the people who walk beside you and those who came before. Closing reflection. Longevity is not about fearing death. It is about honoring life so fully that when death arrives, it finds us already eternal. The spirit, nourished daily by gratitude, connection, and wonder, does not measure years. It expands beyond them. May these ancient keys guide you toward a life both long and luminous. As you breathe, as you love, as you serve, remember, the greatest secret is no secret at all. The greatest secret is simply to live, deeply and completely today.